Redford here. I want to talk to you about the size, some of the difficulties, some of the challenges, and hopefully some of the things that the judges can understand that make these more difficult than a standard bow kata or even some of the nunchuck forms that let go so many times. But the size can be very difficult. You'll see some students that just kind of wave them around. Well, all right, you flipped them out and now you're moving it, but the techniques need to be boom, boom, boom. Notice the rotation so it would actually block. If I block normal, ow, 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 you have to rotate. Same thing for inside blocks, outside blocks, needs to actually be able to block. We have our fingers, some instructors teach it different. Don't think that our way is the only way, because other instructors teach it down here. I'm not too sure why, but I know I feel like I have more control here. Here we put our thumb on the very back. That allows, for us, that allows us to have more control. And then we have to, when you're running forms, we have a form that we kind of tied together with Palge 4, Palge Sajang, just as an introductory to the weapon, not an official side form, but it's what we use to introduce to the weapon. Boom. And then it goes 1, 2, back. That is important. You'll see some students just and they're just rotating their wrist, but we need it 1, 2, and then back, here, back, here, back. We were at a tournament over the weekend, and one of the black belts, boom, boom, boom. Well, these techniques would have been much better if it was boom, boom, out and back, or even just 1, 2 instead of 1, 2, 1, 2. Runs a great form, but just some areas that if I were to be judging the division, I'd say, this is just moving your arm up and down. We've talked about that with the kamas, just holding it and going like this. So there's out and back, never too much practice. 1, 2, down, 1, 2, down. Mr. Cleaver, great martial artist, has where 1, 2, boom, 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 boom. And then out to the next side, boom. 1, 2, boom, boom, boom. So many difficult applications with this, and hopefully the competitors understand the difficulty, and hopefully the judges start to understand that if you're flipping them out and you have to rotate your arm, there's an increased difficulty compared to a basic bow form, or even some of the more challenging bow forms that maybe aren't ran on a high scale. So for my situation, what I explain to our black belts, not only at our tournaments, but in class, if somebody runs a bow form that's here, and somebody runs a great side form, but maybe they have a hiccup on something, well, that might still be better than the basic bow form, because, I'm wearing a different, I've got another red uniform. I come out I do this, boom, in one of the forms, and I snagged it one time, boom, and that's a little hiccup, that's a little mistake. Judges are gonna see that. You'll see some people get their sleeves caught in here. All right, well, that takes more practice. I actually had an instructor, a judge, comment that he was surprised that I ran it without rolling up my sleeves. Well, I practice it without my sleeves rolled up. So I know how to move it, how to move my arms to make it that way. We don't roll up our sleeves. Great story, Mr. Robinson was at a test one time, had his sleeves rolled up, and one of the judges said, "Are we here to wash dishes, or are we here to do a black belt test?" Well, all right, so roll your sleeves back down. That's a common thing with size. People roll up their sleeves, but learn to do them with your sleeves down so that you can do it anytime, all the time. All right, there's some information about the size. Hope it helps. Thank you.